What's up, everybody? Former Glory Day here, and I have the incredible pleasure of looking at Predecessor's upcoming patch 1.10. Man, time's really flying. I'm in the Predecessor Creators Guild, and we've been given a early access view at patch 1.10 and all of the incredible stuff that comes with it. One of the amazing features that's on the way is 38 new items. This is something the community has been begging for, pleading for, asking for, and they have heard us. 38 new items. New crest for carries is called Exodus. It is a disruption crest. So it is 12 physical power, 15% attack speed, 7% lifesteal. And it has a really cool active on it called Eviction Grenade with a 120-second cooldown. You can lob a grenade that will pierce enemy units. So you go through enemy units and explodes once it hits terrain. When it explodes, it's going to deal 100 plus 80% of your physical power as damage and stun for very short 0.1 second. It also, this is a cool part, launches enemies back, and heroes that get launched take 20% more damage from you for 1 second. So you can create some space and then deal that clutch damage to somebody right when you need to. Really cool option, some cool survivability in a way that we weren't seeing in crests for carries. So one of the two new crests coming to mages is called Void Gazer. It's a burst-focused crest. You get 30 magical power, 200 mana, 8 ability haste, and it has an active with a 100-second cooldown called Eldritch Grasp. You will fire a projectile of Void Miasma that will pierce non-heroes. It'll deal 100 plus 20% of your magical power as damage. It applies a 35% decaying slow over 1.25 seconds, and you will deal 12% more damage to targets that are hit for 3 seconds. Notice it says targets. So you can deal 12% more damage for 3 seconds to anybody that gets hit by this projectile. So this is something that you could use if you need just that extra bit of damage to take somebody out. It's a really cool way to get some additional burst when you need it. The second crest is coming to mages. It's called Winter's Fury. It is a disruption crest. You get 30 magical power, 100 health, 8 ability haste. It has an active called Chill Rend with a 105-second cooldown. This will release a sphere of icy energy that expands over 3 seconds. It's going to deal 100 plus 20% of magical power as damage to enemies that are inside of that zone. And it will apply a 50% decaying slow over 2.5 seconds. That's pretty good. Damaged enemies take 10% more magical damage for 3 seconds. Notice it does not say magical damage from you, meaning from every source of magical damage on your team, they will take 10% more of that damage. It's a really cool way to kind of get that extra damage on somebody that you need to get. So the first of two crests coming to the supports is called Pygmy Dust. It has a shrink effect, so you get 100 health, 40% base mana regen, and 2 gold per second. It has an active called Minimize with a 120-second cooldown. You can shrink yourself or a target hero for 3.5 seconds. Allies gain 40% decaying movement speed. Enemies are slowed by 40% and deal 25% less damage. This is really memey to me, but I guess it could be kind of funny. I see a lot of supports doing this to carries when the carry didn't want them to, and a lot of arguments ensuing, but that's just me. I think this is a funny item. I see its purpose, good move speed and slow, so good disengage if you needed it, and a way to survive a fight that you aren't winning. And I guess you could use it to engage as well. It doesn't reduce your carry's damage, it just reduces the enemy damage. So it's a good way to catch up to somebody who's running away from you. Really interesting item there. The next crest is called Fluorescence. This is a cleanse item. 120 health, 50% base health regen, and 2 gold per second. It has an active called Star Shroom, which is a 75-second cooldown. You're going to place a bouncy Star Shroom for 120 seconds. Heroes at the location are immediately bounced up high into the sky. Heroes that jump on the Star Shroom bounce off of it, and each hero can only bounce on it once every 5 seconds. It disappears 10 seconds after being bounced on. So you kind of have to coordinate if you want multiple people to hit it, because 10 seconds after somebody bounces on it, it's gone. This is a really cool way to have some new engages, maybe go over a wall that nobody expected you to go over. With the new Frostfall World Shift that's coming, really cool implications there, because you can already get through new avenues of walking that you weren't anticipating. And if you're not familiar with Frostfall, the World Shift that's coming in patch 1.10, I made a whole video about it, and it's very cool. It's visually stunning. It has sounds specifically to it. It changes every single area of the map, all 4 quadrants of the jungle. The river is affected. The Fangtooth Pit, the Orb Pit is affected. Lanes are affected.
It's amazing. So go and check that video out so you can know what to expect when the patch drops on Tuesday. So tanks have a new crest called Earth Spirit. This is an engage focused crest. It gets 180 health, 8 physical armor, 5 magical armor, and has an active called Boulder Charge with a 165-second cooldown. You transform into a boulder, becoming unstoppable for 5 seconds. In this form, you automatically roll forward. You deal 40 plus 4% of the target's current health as damage to enemies in your path, and colliding with an enemy hero stuns them for 0.75 seconds and ends the transformation. The cooldown is reduced by 45 seconds if you hit a hero. So a really cool way to engage. This makes me think about Geb from Smite and Smite 2. Used to love rolling around and going super fast trying to hit people. So cool thing to be able to do, to just engage on somebody and absolutely dunk on them. The new crest coming to fighters is called Gravitum and has disruption focus. You get 12 physical power, 100 health, 4% omnivamp, and it has an active called Polarity Blast with a 90-second cooldown. You'll fire a projectile of unstable energy which pierces non-heroes and has infinite range. It deals 50 plus 20% of your physical power as damage, and it grounds the first hero hit for 2 seconds. So a really cool way to get a cheeky little unsuspecting hard CC there. Or just do it right in their face. Either way, doesn't matter. Cool way to get some engage and disrupt someone's flow. And that's going to do it, everybody. I hope that you get a lot out of this video, that you can put it to good use, knowing exactly how you want to build and what new items you want to try first. Let me know in the comments below what item you're most excited about. If you would, please consider liking and subscribing this video. It goes a long way and helps me out more than you know. So thank you so much, and I will see you over the weekend and into next week on patch 1.10. Thanks. See you next time.